Disney was the hottest it's ever been in the mid-90s, but the company may have bit off more than they could chew. Come along on this blast from the past as we discover Disney's failed 90s fast food chain. This is Mickey's Kitchen. The Walt Disney Company is no stranger to new beginnings, becoming the innovator of animation, theme parks, cruise lines, experimental cities. Wait, actually, that one never happened. Theme parks again and again and again, each acting as marquee milestones in the company's 100-year history. But this timeline was almost very different. Spearheaded by the recently appointed CEO Michael Eisner, the year 1987 saw the introduction of the Disney Store. Learning from their experience in merchandising on Main Street USA, Disney would bring the magic and hopefully customer spending habits of the parks to a nationwide audience. Opening their first location at the Glendale Galleria in March of 1987, just an 8-minute drive from the Disney Studios in Burbank, California. For those younger viewers who somehow don't know, Disney stores were small retail locations that only sold Disney-branded products like clothes and toys geared towards kids, and for the most part were located in shopping malls and outlets across the United States. I say that in past tense because following mass store closures in 2021, there are now only a handful of locations left. Between 1987 and 1997, Disney rapidly expanded their stores from 1 to nearly 750 worldwide over those first 10 years. But what many Disney fans don't know is that the Disney store of your childhood memories was almost completely different. Just 3 years into the Disney Store's initial launch, the company was looking for ways to keep customers shopping for longer and thus spend more money. See, during the rise of consumerism in the 80s, the average time spent shopping grew from a quick run to the store for a necessity to more often than not a full day trip, making food courts a huge aspect of the shopping mall experience. Disney sought to capitalize on the need for families to eat during their shopping day by figuring out a way to sell food themselves. The plan would be to create a full-on fast food restaurant adjacent to Disney Store locations. In 1990, alongside with the opening of the 50th Disney Store at Montclair Mall in Montclair, California, Disney would debut Mickey's Kitchen, the first fast casual Disney restaurant outside of the Disney theme parks. And I think it was an instant success. Or at least that's what Disney CEO Michael Eisner proclaimed in this newsletter from 1990 to Disney cast members.
The success of Disney Store had prompted us to expand our efforts with the creation of Mickey's Kitchen, offering Disney Store guests with a new experience in casual dining. It has been an unqualified hit with our guests. Needless to say, it won't be long before Goofy Burgers, Hot Diggity Dogs, and Mouseketeer meals become family favorites.
Soon after, plans for a second Mickey's Kitchen were drawn up for another flagship store. This time, a bit further from any of their theme parks. Mickey's Kitchen 2 would be located in Schaumburg, Illinois at Woodfield Mall. If you are an avid viewer of this channel, you might already know where this is going. That is right, I made it all the way from Orlando, Florida to Schaumburg, Illinois to check out Woodfield Mall and the former location of Mickey's Kitchen.
Woodfield has it all for you.
Opening in 1971, by the time the 90s rolled around, Woodfield Mall had grown to be one of the largest retail spaces in the entire Midwest United States. Within a 30-minute drive from a major city and over 200 unique retail spaces, it's clear why Disney chose this location.
We have it all at Woodfield.
As you'd expect, Woodfield Mall was a hotspot for families and a great hangout spot for young adults in the early 90s. Woodfield Mall was actually my childhood mall growing up. I have many fond memories of dining at this Rainforest Cafe location fairly often, which today has been turned into a very sad/underwhelming Peppa Pig world. Taking a left turn up these escalators, passing the food court, and stopping at this third-floor staircase, you'll find the former location of Mickey's Kitchen.
Woodfield Mall, it's opening night for Mickey's Kitchen and the new Disney Store.
where little ones learn about conspicuous consumption and peer pressure in the marketplace. And, of course, lovable, laughable Mickey's here to celebrate the Disney move from California and Florida to France and now Schaumburg.
What is now turned into a PacSun was once the very short-lived Mickey's Kitchen. Just like the first location in California, Mickey's Kitchen at Woodfield was located right next to the mall's Disney store, covering a total area of 14,000 square feet, with roughly half designated to the Disney store and half for Mickey's Kitchen. The reason for Disney choosing Woodfield as their second spot might not have solely been for space availability. In 1991, the mall would also see the opening of a flagship Warner Brothers store. The legendary animation studio would set up shop at Woodfield and draw fairly big crowds. Bear in mind, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck were much more popular characters in the 90s than they are today. Now, I'm not saying this is the only reason the mall got a Disney restaurant, but it probably helped. Mickey's Kitchen would be set up like any other fast food place at the time, the only difference being Disney characters adorning the ceiling, walls, and a checkered tile decor similar to the set of the new Mickey Mouse Club.
For a fast food operation, Mickey's Kitchen is notable for three things: healthy food, an unreal friendliness, and an almost compulsive cleanliness.
Believe it or not, fast food establishments typically didn't have the most healthy options in 1991. The menu consisted of Disney-themed food items like Pinocchio's Pizza, Super Cali sandwiches like a Goofy Burger, a Mickey Burger which was a meatless patty, a Jumbo Dumbo Burger, a double cheeseburger, and a peanut butter and jelly version of the Handwich. They also had Salads in Wonderland, your choice of silly symphony sides like French fries cut into shapes of Mickey and Donald, Soupity Doodah, yes, that is a real thing, yogurt, character cookies, or fresh fruit. Of course, the kids' meals would be Mouseketeer meals, each being named after Donald's nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. If thirsty, guests could enjoy bibbidi bobbidi beverages and sipping beauties. So maybe healthy food was more of a marketing ploy than a company-wide initiative.
What do you like best about the whole place?
Mickey Mouse.
If you had anything you wanted in the whole store, what would you get?
French fries and a hot dog.
What do you like best about the whole place?
Disney Imagineers even wrote a backstory to the restaurant consisting of a dinner party at the Magic Kingdom where Mickey's food was so good that even Grumpy managed to smile, thus pushing the mouse to enter the restaurant business. Would the average Mickey's Kitchen customer know or care about this backstory? I mean, probably not.
Oh yeah, they'll spend the whole day here.
Are you tired at the end of the day?
Very. I'm tired now. That's why I get to hold the table while somebody is getting me something to eat, I hope, before too long.
The restaurant even had its own line of merchandise available for purchase, although it was pretty much just the restaurant logo printed on shirts and some take-home sippers. Mickey's Kitchen saw moderate success at their Woodfield location through the holiday season of 1991. But it was only a matter of time before the decision had to be made if this prototype restaurant was worth investing in for other locations. It was ultimately decided that Mickey would sing his last Soupity Doodah in March of 1992 when the restaurant would close for good. Shortly after closing, leaked reports from Disney's Consumer Products division stated that the restaurant barely broke even. It seems as if the restaurant wasn't a viable commodity to maintain. After all, Disney stores were pretty much only there to make money, right? I mean, yes, but for a certain number of guests, it would also act as a place to get their Disney fix between trips to the parks or resorts.
But this particular store, everybody loves Disney. In fact, we're going down to Disney World in I guess it's February for the first time in about 15 years.
So you've been there before?
I was to Disney World when my kids were 2 and 3 years old, and now they're 13 and 15, and they can't wait to go.
This wouldn't be the end for Disney's venture into fast food. Soon after, they would strike up a promotional partnership deal with McDonald's. Of course, I'm sure you all remember the Disney toys that came with your Happy Meal when you were a kid. See, I told you healthy fast food was never a real motive. The partnership boded well for both companies, as nearly every Disney feature film got an extra boost of promotion, and McDonald's quickly became the #1 fast food restaurant in the world. But I became so fascinated with the idea of a standalone Disney fast food chain that I had to stop and ask myself, what if Disney were to attempt this in the modern era? As I see it, a modern-day Mickey's Kitchen can go one of two ways. Number 1, Mickey's Ghost Kitchen. Are you aware of what ghost kitchens are? Well, a ghost kitchen is a commercial kitchen that only prepares food for delivery, typically through apps like DoorDash, Grubhub, or Uber Eats. These kitchens are usually not standalone locations, but a group of kitchens operated by one team under the same roof. Whether it be a repurposed retail location or a struggling Outback Steakhouse looking for a side hustle to get some supplemental income. Since 2020, ghost kitchens have grown in massive popularity, many of which are no-name brands like these, but some of the most popular are celebrity-based ghost kitchens, each specializing in different types of takeout food that reflects what the individual celebrity is known for. Like Mr. Beast Burgers, you know, the world-famous burger chef Mr. Beast. Other notable fan favorites include Mariah Carey's Cookies, George Lopez Tacos, Pete's Aoki by Steve Aoki, Hotbox by Wiz Khalifa, and my personal favorite, Pauly D's Italian Subs. Seeing as Mickey Mouse, like many of these celebrities, is a household name, I think he'd be a big get for any of these ghost kitchen companies. A vast majority of these so-called restaurants are ran and operated by one company in particular, Virtual Dining Concepts, a company founded by a man named Robert Earl, the creative mind behind revolutionary projects like Planet Hollywood, Buca de Beppo, Chicken Guy, and Earl of Sandwich. The sort of shady part about VDC and ghost kitchens in general is that they have completely saturated the takeout app search feed, which takes away business from so many family-owned restaurants. Oh, and there have been allegedly a few instances of failed or straight up avoiding health inspections at these locations. Allegedly. Is this a business that Disney would be eager to get into? I can't say for certain, but Virtual Dining Concepts has their own website where you can submit a form for your own partnerships. So I decided to submit Mickey's Ghost Kitchen to VDC myself. Well, not myself. I may have taken some liberties and filled out Bob Iger as the point of contact. But hey, maybe this'll get the ball rolling between Mr. Iger and Mr. Earl of Sandwich.
Disclaimer, for legal reasons, I did not actually submit Mickey's Ghost Kitchen to Virtual Dining Concepts. Please do not come after me, Disney.
Option number 2, physical locations. Disney Parks food in 1991, absolute trash. I was not born in 1991, I was born in 1995. But from what I could find menu-wise online, the quick service was hot dog and hamburgers, and the sit-down restaurants were basic as hell. In the past 32 years, Disney Parks have become the creme de la creme when it comes to fast food type options. Why not just put the parks food into fast food spots outside of the parks? Especially considering many Disney fans, like this guy, are looking for a little taste of Disney outside of the parks. Yes, they tried the physical locations before, but come on, no one wants a hot diggity dog or salads in Wonderland. They want cheeseburger spring rolls or Mickey waffles, or heck, even a pickle milkshake. If there were a modern day Mickey's Kitchen that served exclusively Disney Park foods, what would you like to see in that Mickey's Kitchen?
I'm so happy you ask. I've prepared a list of things. I don't want to give you a sneak peek. I've only put 4 things on the list. This is not necessarily, well, some of them are my favorite things, but I'm not putting like my favorite things. I'm putting just like iconic Disney foods. So first up, we've got Ohana bread pudding. Imagine with all these foods, imagine just being in your hometown and being able to like roll out of bed and get Ohana bread pudding. That would be insane. Cheeseburger spring rolls, another thing that would be good. Mickey waffles, more specifically churro Mickey waffles, arguably one of the most iconic foods. And then this one's a little oddball here. I put the filet mignon sliders from the Boathouse.
That's not Disney though.
It's not Disney, it's third party, but it makes my list. I make the rules, okay?
I would have to say the corn dogs from Casey's Corner, the noodles from Ohana at the Poly, and I obviously have to say the cake pops from any candy shop at Disney World.
Okay, so we've got our new menu figured out, but where could this new Mickey's Kitchen go? One mistake that Disney might not have viewed as a mistake is the fact that Mickey's Kitchen was located inside Disney stores. If Mickey's Kitchen were to be placed in a food court setting, it would operate less like a destination restaurant that you would have had to go out of your way to dine at, to having it being a viable option for potential customers who are already hungry. Geographically, it should be located far enough away from the parks and in a touristy location, but not too touristy. My pitches are American Dream Mall in New Jersey, the Mall of America in Minnesota, the Pyramid Bass Pro Shop in Tennessee, and, what the hell, Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois. I even designed a logo for the new Mickey's Kitchen. See? Oh wait, that might actually be a little too close to... Okay, how about this one? No. Next we... Oh, god. It's impossible to know for sure if this formula or Mickey's Ghost Kitchen would actually work, but I think it's safe to say there is potential. If you made it this far in the video, please let me know by commenting down below what Disney Parks food that you would love to see come to your hometown in a possible Mickey's Kitchen in the future. It's probably not happening, but please let me know below because that's the only way I know you made it this far. Before we end this video, I do want to give a shout out to two very special people, one being Eric Chu, friend of the channel, who helped with some research for this video, as well as the TikTok account named When It Was Then, which provided a lot of the footage like the stuff that you're seeing throughout this entire video from Woodfield Mall way back in 1991. Roosevelt's was kind enough to hook me up with some pretty sick Disney licensed hoodies that I'm wearing throughout this entire video. And luckily right now, first-time shoppers can get 15% off the entire store through the link in the description of this video. I guess you probably know how the rest of this goes. Shout out to all of my pity viewers over on Patreon. If you want to check out another really fun Disney-themed history video, you can find it right over here, or one of my favorite videos of all time will be over on this side. I've been Ryan, this is For the Love of Theme Parks, and I will see you all, what do I say?
In the next one. Bye!
Bye.